Hey guys, it's me, Bob. So doing this one as a stand-up, partially because it cuts down on the editing and this episode is already going to come in late as it is, but also it occurred to me that sometimes talking to the camera is just better when it's a serious thing. Next week's show will be something peppy, I promise. But anyway, this show runs on YouTube, basically because it's the only viable platform for this kind of show. I'm not here because I feel like I'm part of the YouTube community, or because I'm drinking some kind of Kool-Aid about how this is the new media and somehow we're more relevant than traditional broadcasting, because I think that's kind of horseshit, to be honest. I'm here because it works for me for now. That being said, I do think there's a lot of interesting, vibrant, unique things happening on this platform, and it's really kind of a shame that so often said vibrancy feels overwhelmed beneath an avalanche of guys doing funny voice shtick, pretending to be frightened by chintzy Steam games, and thinking critically about white nationalism, but that's a whole other show. But yeah, there's a lot of great stuff on YouTube, and part of the reason for that is it allowed a lot of voices from diverse and varied backgrounds to find and build an audience without needing to have established one just to earn a place on the feed. It's not perfect, and it really kind of sucks that one platform from one company has an effective monopoly on the whole situation, but it's something, and I think it's important. And that's why the whole situation around this so-called restricted mode thing is so troubling to me. For those of you who don't know, it was discovered that for whatever reason, the YouTube restricted mode filtering, which was supposed to be providing a version of the site browsable without seeing explicit, offensive, or adults-only content, was actually also filtering out videos by LGBTQ creators and/or featuring LGBTQ themes, even though nothing in said video would reasonably meet said criteria. Now, YouTube says this wasn't an intentional thing and that it's being worked on, and okay, I guess we'll see, but whatever the cause, this is a real problem and it needs to be something we're all paying attention to. Now look, I'm exactly old enough that I remember very well the bad old days of media where simply mentioning the word gay or having a fictional character or actual person be presented as openly gay, lesbian, bisexual, transgender was instantly, no questions, grounds for banishments to the adults only section. And not only did that mean so many perfectly legitimate stories got stifled or compromised or snuffed out altogether, more importantly, it meant that people effectively saw their already stigmatized and marginalized identities further stigmatized and branded as somehow sleazy or scary. And in a particularly grim irony, a lot of the folks who suffered the most in this were the young people being supposedly protected by these restrictions, because it meant young LGBTQ people were being denied the reassurance that their identities were somehow not abnormal or wrong, and stigmatized by seeing those identities declared somehow forbidden from the public square. I had hoped in 2017 we'd been moving out of that kinds of backwards thinking, at least when it came to media, but apparently not on YouTube. Now look, YouTube wants to become legitimate. It wants to grow from being an amateur hour platform to being a place where professional level talent can come to work in a new exciting medium of the future. But let me tell you something, no matter how good your streaming tech is, you can't be the platform of the 21st century if your values are still stuck somewhere in 1953. That's not gonna fly. It's 2017. Sexuality as a concept is not sexual content. A coming out video is not pornography. The mere fact of having an LGBTQ identity is not some kind of kinky R-rated talking point that younger viewers or anyone else needs to be protected from. And a same-sex kiss shouldn't be any more controversial than, well, it just shouldn't be controversial. YouTube, this is not an acceptable situation. You need to fix this. Get your shit together. And if you're really in a mood to do a bunch of house cleaning on your platform, maybe do something about all the racism, the harassment, the out-of-control sexism, maybe the Nazis. It kind of feels like there's like an unacceptable number of Nazis around here lately, which is to say, some. But hey, call me crazy. If I was running a media platform, I don't think that I would consider zero Nazis to be a particularly unreasonable bar to clear. But hey, like I said, another show. For now, YouTube, handle your shit. YouTube creators, stay on YouTube about handling this shit. Audience, I'll see you next week. Hey gang, here's a question that keeps coming up. If your handle is Movie Bob, where are your movie reviews? Well, my old reviews are in a lot of places. You'll find many of them on my YouTube channel, but you'll find the brand new ones on Geek.com, an awesome site that's also your one-stop news source for science, TV, gaming, technology, nerd culture, the works. You can find all my reviews directly by going to geek.com/author/bchipman, because that's my real name, and you can get regular updates on all my reviews and all of Geek.com's other great content by signing up for their kick-ass newsletter at subscribe.geek.com. And don't forget to also subscribe to the Geek.com YouTube channel, where you'll find the videos that accompany my reviews and tons of other great content too. Remember, that's Geek.com, the Geek.com newsletter, and Geek.com on YouTube. Make sure you don't miss out on all the latest Movie Bob reviews. You can also check out my own new website, Movie Bob Central, where you'll find my blog, links to all my work, and shop for my books, ebooks, and future Movie Bob products. And please remember to like these videos, share them with all of your friends, and subscribe to this channel. Thank you for watching another Movie Bob production.